Okay, clase, you will be receiving or have already received these notes. These notes are how to form negatives in Spanish, and you should be cutting and pasting these into your interactive notebook in página 34, so page 34. So whoever the instructor is, please pause the video, give the students time to cut, paste, highlight. Remember, students, make sure you are putting titles at the top. In this case, for this page, you could put negatives or negativos at the top of your page and also number your pages. Okay, go ahead and pause, and when you come back, we will learn how to form negatives in Spanish. Okay, so negatives in Spanish. You have to remember a few things, and the first thing is how to say no, which I believe we all know is no. So to make a sentence negative in Spanish, you usually put no in front of the verb or expression. In English, you usually use the word not, but in Spanish, we are using the word no. So for example, to say that I don't like to sing, no me gusta cantar. No me gusta cantar. So to say you do like to sing, we should already know that it's me gusta cantar, and we simply just put a no in front of that. Then you have to remember that first we have to know how to answer a question negatively in Spanish, which is a little different from English as well. So to answer a question negatively in Spanish, you often use no twice in the sentence. The first no is going to answer the question. So for example, with this sentence down here, do you like to write stories? That first no is going to say no, just answers the yes or no question. The second no is going to be for the I do not or I don't. So for example, if someone asked you in Spanish, ¿Te gusta escribir cuentos? Do you like to write stories? In English we just say, no, I don't. So one no is only needed. But in Spanish, whenever someone asks you a yes or no question and the answer is going to be a negative one, you are first going to say no to answer the yes or no question, and then no me gusta, or the second no, is saying I don't. So no, I do not like that. Okay, so the word order is a little different. I do not like that. So second thing you have to remember that if you're saying and making a negative statement, you put no in front of the verb. So that's what this is talking about up here. Second thing you need to remember how to make things negative in Spanish is what I just talked about, how to answer a yes or no question negatively. So you then put two no's there. No, no me gusta. The third thing you need to remember that in Spanish, you might use one or more negatives after saying no. In English, you'd never do this because that would be a double negative. But in Spanish, that does not apply. So for example, ¿Te gusta cantar? Do you like to sing? No, no me gusta nada. So we have really three negatives in that sentence. That is saying, no, I don't like it at all. Okay, so no me gusta nada is how you say I don't like that thing at all. Also, lastly, if you want to say that you don't like either of two choices, so if someone has asked you, ¿Te gusta nadar y dibujar? Do you like to swim and draw? Or if they're saying, ¿Qué te gusta más? Which do you like more? ¿Te gusta nadar o dibujar? And you don't like either one of those choices. You don't like to swim and you don't like to draw. You could use ni, which is neither nor. So, no me gusta ni nadar ni dibujar. And this can be translated two ways. I don't like either swimming or drawing. Or, I like neither swimming nor drawing. So it's neither nor or either or. Okay? Also, just remember. Did you remember that nada has another meaning? So remember, we've seen nada before, so if someone asked you, ¿Qué pasa? You could say nada. Nothing. What's up? Nothing. Nothing's going on. Alright, so to review, when you want to say make a negative sentence in Spanish, you are going to put the no at the very front. Typically, it comes in front of the verb. Okay, sometimes, in this case, the expression. If you're answering a yes or no question, and it's a negative So it's going to be you don't agree with them or you don't like whatever they're talking about, you're going to use no twice. No, no me gusta. But remember, this is you only use no twice in a sentence if you're being asked yes or no question. Otherwise, one no is sufficient. Thirdly, when you want to say you don't like something at all, no, no me gusta nada. Okay, so nada comes at the end. And then if you're saying you don't like either of two choices, you use ni. No me gusta ni nadar ni dibujar. Okay, so we're going to go to the other side of the page. I'll show you what my interactive notebook looks like for those of you who would like to see the completed part. Remember, make sure you put your title at the top of the page, and you can highlight this if you would like to. You don't have to. And number your pages. Okay, so we're going to do this other side of the page together. I'm going to get you started, and then I would like you to pause the video. I'll give you a chance to fill out the rest, and then we'll come back and check your answers and see how you did. Alright, so we are going to translate these sentences. The first one is, I don't like to work. Okay, so I don't like is no me gusta, and to work is an infinitive, so we're going to say trabajar. Okay, important thing to know about me gusta. I think I addressed this with you already, but whatever comes after this has to be an infinitive. Okay, so you can't say, if you want to say, I don't like cats, you can't say no me gusta gatos. You'll learn about how to say that later, but you have to say with this, no me gusta trabajar. Okay, so I'm not going to get into the reason why, but you'll learn about it later. But make sure that anything after gusta has to be a verb. Okay, number 2, te gusta correr. Now, when I have one of these that are like this, you are going to just translate what I have underneath the line. So, te gusta correr, what does that mean? Well, if you said or thought, do you like to run, you are correct. So we are going to say, no, I don't like to run. So, no. So this is we're answering a yes or no question negatively. So remember, we need 2 no's. So no answers the question, and this is going to say I do not. So no me gusta correr. Okay, so I want you to finish the rest of this. You'll have like, this shouldn't take very long, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Pause the video and try to figure out how to say the rest of this, and we'll come back and check your answers. Okay, so you should have figured out how to say the rest of these translating. Number 3, te gusta estudiar. That means, do you like to study? Typically, nobody likes to study. It's not a fun thing. So we're going to say, no, I don't like to study at all. So you should have said, no, no me gusta nada estudiar. Now, notice that in English it says, no, I don't like to study at all. But in Spanish it says, no, I do not like at all to study. You cannot say, no, no me gusta estudiar nada. It has to be nada estudiar. Okay, so those two are flipped. Número 4, te gusta trabajar y estudiar. Do you like to work and study? So we're going to say we don't like either one of these things. So we're going to say, no, no me gusta ni, so we're going to use the neither nor. No me gusta ni trabajar ni estudiar. Alright, now here you should have filled in something with something you don't like. I don't like to, whatever. So just for an example purposes, I'm going to say, what should I say? I don't know. Skate. I actually do like to skate, but it's the first thing that came to mind. I don't like to skate. So, no me gusta. No me gusta patinar. Ah, look what I did. I should have filled this. I should have said actual skate, but I put it in Spanish, didn't I? Oh well. Okay, y número 6. Te gusta, and you're gonna fill in the blank with something of your choice. So we're gonna put, let's see, esquiar. Do you like to ski? Te gusta esquiar, and you're gonna say no, I don't. So again, we're answering a yes or no question. So you're gonna say no, no me gusta. Okay, and that is how you form negatives in Spanish.